Another way that you could enjoy our retail wine is at tableside. Sometimes you may have come into the Met and all day been craving for a particular wine or a particular label. And oftentimes people come in and they are confused as to whether or not they could actually take wine off the wine wall and bring it to the table. And that's one of the unique things about the Met. Every single wine that we have on our wine wall is available to be purchased at retail and to be drank in the restaurant. So every evening you have the opportunity to select and enjoy over 200 different wines. So what would that look like? Well, let's say you open the menu and maybe you didn't have a particular wine of interest when you walked in, but as you walked in you saw that, there was a kind of a nice label, you thought. Or you weren't sure what you're going to get and you turned to the dinner menu and you said, tonight I see that they've got the Met Tavern Burger. And I've heard a lot about this Met Tavern Burger, and I want to have it. But we looked at the wines that we were pouring by the glass. You said, I want to try something new. And you might be here on a business dinner or in here with one of your partners, and you're like, I would really like a bottle I saw. One of the neat, unique features about the Met is that you could actually get up out of your seat, walk around to our retail wine section, and select any bottle we have off the wine wall. Say like this Le Petit Mouton Rothschild, and you could take it all the way back to your table, set it down, have your server come and open it, and you can enjoy it with your meal. So let's say instead of having an entire bottle of wine, you just wanted to have a glass of wine. Well, every evening we pour anywhere between 20 and 30 glasses of wine, red and white, for your enjoyment. Let's say you wanted to enjoy this Lafleur Cabernet Sauvignon. And your server came by and poured the wine for you. And over the course of the evening, while you were enjoying this with maybe one of Josh's ribs or our Met Tavern Burger, you said, I really like this glass of wine, and I would like to take a whole bottle home. Well, one of the great things about the Met is that you could actually ask your server to come by and either recork this bottle that's already been opened by the glass pour to take home, or you could actually have her open up or take a new bottle of wine from our wine wall, have it wrapped for you, and bring it back to your table side so that you can enjoy not only this glass of wine with your meal, but that same glass of wine in the bottle at home on another day. The fourth way that you can enjoy wine at the Met is through our flight program. Well, what is a flight? The reason why we have flights at the Met is because we're all about experimentation and bringing people's experience into uncharted territories. At the Met, we have a number of pre-made custom wine flights that we've hand-selected ahead of time to pair with a number of different items on our menu. But we also have the ability, since we do pour anywhere from 20 to 30 wines by the glass each night, to create custom flights for you. Now, why would someone want a flight or a custom flight? Well, let's say that you were in the mood to experiment. And you said, we've got these great ribs that we serve on Friday, and instead of having a beer with the ribs, I want to have like a South American wine flight. And it just so happens that we have 3 South American wines that we pour by the glass that evening. You can tell that to your server, and the server can then pour a little bit of wine in each glass. So you may want to enjoy this South American flight because you wanted to try 3 different wines that pair well with our food that you had not sampled before in the past. And the idea behind the flights is manifold. One, you could then try 3 different wines for one easygoing price, instead of worrying about maybe opening up a $20 or $25 bottle of wine at some point and not liking it. What you could then do is just get a small aliquot of a number of wines you've never tried, and you could sample which ones you like best paired with the meal in front of you. The other thing you could do with flights in terms of experimentation is that you might know that you like a particular Cabernet or you like a particular Malbec. On any given night, we might be pouring 3 different kinds of varietals, or we might be pouring 3 different kinds of Malbec, or we might be pouring 3 different kinds of Italian white wines, and you're not quite sure which one you like. What you could do is we could do a custom flight for you, where you could sample 3 different wines of 3 different varieties, or 3 of the same varietals, so that you could better figure out what is it that you like. And if there's one that you already know you like, but two you want to experiment with, then you could taste what you know and compare that with what you don't know. And the wonderful thing about the flight program is that if you decided that you still do like the Altos Malbec, but you're also really a fan of the Tres Picos Garnacha, you could not only take a bottle of the Altos home at retail when you leave, but you could also take home a bottle of the Tres Picos and enjoy them later on in the evening or at another time at your leisure.